Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and tonight we're going to take a little walk along the Las Vegas Strip in fabulous Las Vegas. It's dusk right now. By the time we finish this walk, we're walking from the MGM Grand to the Venetian. We're heading north. By the time we finish this walk, it'll be nighttime. As many of you know, the MGM Grand is located on Tropicana Avenue at the same intersection as New York, Tropicana, and Excalibur. Just south of the Excalibur is the Luxor and Mandalay Bay. They're not going to be part of this walk, but I just want to let you know where they were as we start heading north. You'll also notice that the crowds in this video are much larger than the ones that you're used to seeing on this channel. That's because just a few days ago, Las Vegas decided to open up to 100% capacity. That includes restaurants, shows, casinos, hotels. Everything is now back to normal, if you will. You'll also notice in future videos coming up that a lot of the venues like restaurants and shows and things like that are closed right now. And that's not because there's no crowds down here. That's because they're simply not staffed. There's not enough people working right now to support the restaurants and the shows to be open. So the hotels and restaurants decided to leave a lot of these things closed, even though there's a lot of demand for them right now. For the week I was down here, lots of people were saying, hey, need a job? Just come to Las Vegas. And actually, I think that's pretty much true for anywhere in the country right now. During the course of this video, I'll be crossing back and forth a few times just to show you the two different sides of Las Vegas Strip. And in the meantime, it's about 7 o'clock here at night, and you'll see the crowds pick up as we go further along in our walk. In the meantime, let's get started, shall we? This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. Right now we're in front of the New York Hotel and Casino, and there's beautiful Lady Liberty. Not the real one, but a pretty good imitation. New York has always impressed me with their dedication to theming and detail, both inside and out, representing New York City. And across the street on the left-hand side is the MGM with Leo the Lion, and the white building on the right-hand side is the Flamingo Hotel and Casino. And across the street directly in front of us, the Excalibur. Hold on tight. As many of you know, bingo's become quite popular here in town, and these bingo balls are an art installation located several places along the Las Vegas Strip, both inside and outside. I did notice they're only at MGM locations, so they must have been commissioned by MGM. I could be wrong, but they're only located at MGM properties. Can you figure out what's odd about that? Bingo! No MGM property has a bingo room. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. As you walk the street in this direction heading north, if you start at the very beginning of the strip down south, you're going to start at the Mandalay Bay, the Luxor, the Excalibur. This is the New York, New York. Next up, coming up, is the Park MGM, which has the Eataly, a favorite store of mine here in Las Vegas. Then there's the Aria. These are all MGM properties on this side of the street. It stops at the Cosmopolitan. That kind of breaks up the rule. But then it continues with the Bellagio. Caesars obviously belongs to Caesars. And then the Mirage, which is, again, another MGM property. So this side really belongs to MGM, whereas the other side belongs to Caesars Entertainment. No doubt the Las Vegas Boulevard is looking beautiful, and more so in the dark, but I can't help notice that during dusk it looks even better. You have the beautiful sky behind it with all the lights still showing up. Of course, as the sun sets, the sky goes away and you still have the lights, but I think this time of the evening is perfect for a photo opportunity here on the Las Vegas Strip. On the right, we're passing a Target. It's the first Target here on the Las Vegas Strip. There is no Walmart here on the Las Vegas Strip, so Target beat them with that. And while it's not a full-size Target, it's a great go-to place. They pretty much have a little bit of everything as opposed to a lot of everything. And we're also passing a Walgreens, and there's plenty of Walgreens and CVS's here along the Las Vegas Strip. No matter where you're staying, there's one within walking distance, and that's pretty much my go-to, Walgreens and CVS, when I need some basics like, I don't know, toiletries, candy, snacks, booze, whatever. You can get it there pretty cheaply as opposed to the hotels where everything is very expensive. And just to prove my point, Walgreens on the left, CVS across the street on the right. It's like that on every block here on the Strip. As a matter of fact, I just stayed at the Venetian just recently, and I did a Walgreens run. That video coming up shortly. And I'd like to give 2 shout-outs today. One to Pac-Man, who found Mitzi the Rubber Ducky Showgirl in one of my recent videos, Las Vegas Travel Day, which covers pretty much my travel from Newark, New Jersey to Las Vegas. He found Mitzi on that video, and Wise Malik, who found Mitzi the Rubber Ducky Showgirl in my latest video, the Venetian tour, a tour of the suite and pool. So, good eye, guys. Across the street, we have the Shops at Crystals, a very high-end mall here on the Las Vegas Strip, and also on the left-hand side coming up is the Aria, and then the Cosmopolitan. And directly in front of us here on the left-hand side is Planet Hollywood coming up shortly. By the way, I always forget to mention the Bazaar, which is right behind the Aria, another MGM property. It doesn't have a casino, it's strictly a hotel, but it does share the casino with the Aria. And now we're back on the east side of the Las Vegas Strip, or the Caesars Entertainment side, if you will. We just passed Planet Hollywood, a Caesars property, as well as Miracle Mile Mall, part of that Planet Hollywood complex, and the Zappos Theater's in there. It's quite a large theater for the Las Vegas Strip. We also have Chick-fil-A here, and right past Chick-fil-A is a place called Pin Up Pizza. I've been to Las Vegas many times, never had a slice there. I had one just this past week, and I have to say it was pretty good. A little pricey, but it was pretty good. Planet Hollywood is also home to Gordon Ramsay Burger, the best burger on the Strip as far as I'm concerned. I had a couple burger challenges in past videos, and that one's always won every burger challenge I've ever done. I'm sure I'll do more in the future, but gotta say, if you're gonna have a burger, that's the place to have it. And directly across the Strip, on the west side, is the Cosmopolitan. I've stayed there before, as well as coming up after that, the Bellagio. And coming up next on the right-hand side is the Paris Hotel and Casino, another Caesars property, perhaps a underrated hotel and casino as far as I'm concerned. It also has a fantastic lounge called the Napoleon Lounge. When you walk in through the main entrance where the drop-off is, if you walk through those doors, make a left, the Napoleon Lounge is right there. The Napoleon Lounge features live entertainment, including dueling pianos and live music and stand-up comedy, that kind of stuff, along with champagne and cigar selections as well. If I'm in the area and I'm in the mood for a cocktail, that's my go-to place. Paris is also home to the huge structure, the Eiffel Tower here on the Las Vegas Strip. Definitely defines part of the Las Vegas skyline. I did a video up there about a year or two ago, so check that video out. And also, inside Paris is Mon Ami Gabi. It's a inside and outdoor cafe. As far as Paris being the underrated hotel and casino, I think Mon Ami might be the overrated restaurant here on the Strip. But one thing you have to give credit to Mon Ami Gabi for is a fantastic view of the Bellagio fountains, as well as some great people watching here on the Las Vegas Strip. And now we're passing in front of the Grand Bazaar shops, a small flea market type of a little mall here along the Las Vegas Strip. And pushed back further into the Grand Bazaar shops is the Bally's Hotel and Casino. Grand Bazaar Shops is also home to Grimaldi's, one of the better pizzerias here on the Las Vegas Strip. And once we pass Bally's, we're going to head to the pedestrian overpass which goes over Flamingo Road. And then the next hotel and casino that you can see right across the street here is the Cromwell, home to Giada's restaurant as well as Dre's nightclub. Bally's and Cromwell are both Caesars properties. And speaking of Caesars, Caesars Palace is right across the street. I think it's the only Caesars property that's on the west side of the Las Vegas Strip. Hold on tight. And coming up next is the Flamingo Hotel and Casino, one of the oldest hotel and casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. It's also known for its iconic feather neon lights. The Flamingo is also home to the flamingo habitat out back. You definitely have to check it out if you've never seen it. It's free. You get to walk around. There's lots of animals and water features and actual flamingos back there. It's a very popular place. Great place to escape to if you've had just a little bit too much of the Strip and you're looking for a little peace and quiet for a few moments. Flamingo is also home to the Bird Bar, which is a very popular bar here on the Las Vegas Strip. Somewhat inexpensive drinks if you want to sit down, have a nice cold one, and do some of the best people watching on the Las Vegas Strip. Check out the Bird Bar. That Bird Bar is coming up right here in front of us, and after we pass the Flamingo, we have the Link Promenade, which is a huge hub of activity here on the Las Vegas Strip. Lots of restaurants, shopping, and clubs in there, and it's a must-see. Even if you're here for a day, it's a must-see place to go. Also home to the High Roller Observation Wheel, and the hotel and casino right next to it is the Link Hotel and Casino. So the Link Promenade is right between the Flamingo and the Link Hotel and Casino. Don't forget to check out my book, 50 Attractions and Many Tips When Visiting Las Vegas. It's down at the bottom in the description of this video that you're watching. It's only $4.99, instantly downloaded to your computer. Tons of pictures and fantastic tips if you plan on visiting Sin City. Well, we're kind of coming near the end of our walk tonight, but not yet. We still have to pass Harrah's, which is on the right-hand side. Harrah's has gone through a multi-$100 million renovation, a facelift if you will. All the lights now are purple out front, and the casino's also lit up in all purple. The rooms have been renovated as well, so lots of upgrades going on at Harrah's. And across the street from Harrah's would be the Mirage, another MGM property over there, Harrah's being a Caesars property on this side of the street. And then we're going to pass Casino Royale, which is a Best Western casino. And after that is the Venetian and Palazzo complex, which is where I'm staying this trip. And that's going to be the end of our walk at that point, but we'll discuss a little bit more near the end. Alrighty, that pretty much winds up our walk tonight. We started way down south at the MGM Grand, and we ended up here at the Venetian, which is where I'm staying this trip. I hope you guys had a great walk. If you did, leave a comment below. If you didn't, you can leave a comment below too. Just be nice. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.